Chiquinha, Chiquinha.
Go check out the room.
Chiquinha.
Okay, I'm the content creator for this channel. If you like what I'm doing, just subscribe and then also hit the that little bell. That means you're gonna get notified of other videos that I do. Okay, this is this kind of tower, San Francisco ruins, South Francisco, Portuguese. This is like a tower, but sorry, it's not the ruins. Sao Paulo is the ruins, which is a church, which is just a facade. But this is a iconic tourist building as the Sao Paulo ruins. So usually I'll see this one kind of up there with the top with a few of them. You know, usually Sao Paulo ruins, and there's Macau Tower, and then usually this one, and usually these three are the biggest ones. And what I'm going to do with this particular one is I'm going to show you this green building right here, and I'll talk about it a little bit. And but basically this green building is something I wrote about in this book that I wrote called Moon Over Macau. And so if you read that book, there's some references to this. And basically when I wrote that book, this particular one was not painted, not restored. It's like kind of left to its own devices. And now it's a beautiful building. And yeah, actually I have a little hesitant to say it, but like it was actually like open. The doors are open, and it was just like kind of abandoned. So I was with a good friend of mine, and we actually like just kind of poked in and just saw what it was like. So I was really curious what this kind of old architecture would look like and how beautiful it must be. So so we actually just poked our heads in, and I was like, wow. And I saw kind of the outline of it. I saw that there was like a little thing back there that you could go up to this top part. It's kind of hard to explain it, but anyways, I wrote a book and I based this one part of the book on that place because it seemed like it had so much beautiful history to it, and I just wanted to capture that. Actually, my phone, this camera keeps dying, so I'm going to conclude it right there. I'll try to tell you more about Moon Over Macau. There is some stories that I told about it in the past, so I might share that in another video. So if you're interested in that, just let me know, and maybe what I'll do is I'll try to film some other stuff in this area talking about it. But yeah, so but anyways, that in the story, that building was like part of a kind of a ghost scene. And I might save it and kind of talk more about it at another time. I'm not really promoting the book yet. I did get it published at the University of Macau, in Macau, and but it's not really in the bookstores at the moment, and part of it. And the battery officially died, so I'm just going to put a still photo up, and I'll just talk about it anyways. So maybe about a year ago, I wrote a book called Moon Over Macau. So it's a fiction book, and it's set in Macau, and it ties a lot about like Chinese belief system, especially when it comes to spirituality, the afterlife, and ghosts in particular. And it kind of ties in as well with some of it as kind of there's Catholic and Buddhism, and I kind of mix it a little bit and kind of talk about both in a fiction way with characters. So I'm not talking about it in a non-fiction way with, you know, facts and statistics. But so basically, anyways, Moon Over Macau is going to be available. So if you think that's something that's interesting to you, kind of watch out for it. This particular house, I'll just kind of explain real quick because when I was walking the camera, it's harder. But basically, I was able to go inside with a friend of mine because it looked like it was abandoned like a few years ago, and so we just like took a peek in because the doors were open. And I don't know if I should say that publicly, but we did, and I saw this kind of this balcony part, this like ladder that goes up to the top, and I was like, oh wow, this is really amazing. And it's like at the moment it felt like, okay, there could be some ghost in here. It's kind of an interesting place. So later when I wrote this Moon Over Macau, I put this house in it, and actually at that time I was like, wow, this is such an amazing location. It's so beautiful. Now it's all restored and completely built back to its original state, I guess. I don't know what the original state was like, but it's like painted and clean, and just, you know, like people are living in it, I guess. I would assume. So anyways, it's in the book, and yeah, and I'm really glad that it was restored and painted and taken care of, because it's like, man, this place looks like it has so much characters and such a amazing location, and it's an entire house, you know. And Macau is basically like a city with a ton of apartment buildings through and through almost. So it's kind of a rare thing to have a single family home kind of thing. So anyways, I was glad to be able to walk by it on this particular day and film it, and it's in the book, so it's just a couple chapters, and it all takes place in this particular place. So watch out for that, Moon over Macau. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video as well. Chiquinha.